Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we are moving outdoors. I'm heading to the Lego pop-up Peranakan Shophouse in Singapore. This is on at Design Orchard. It's open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily until the 5th of April. So you've got a week or so more. The last entry is at 8:30 p.m. in the evening. There are special giveaway sets, but these are limited for each day. I spoke to the staff, and apparently people stand in line before opening to get these. Basically, if you get there at 11 when they open, you're too late for the giveaways. There's a couple more days, so I might try my luck at one of the weekday mornings. Let's see, the sets look quite cool. I visited on a Friday evening, and surprisingly it wasn't a long line, and the lines were more crowd control rather than the volume of people. It's good though. I think the space inside is actually pretty small, so limiting the number of visitors going through makes for a much more comfortable experience and also better videos and pictures. There was about 5 groups ahead of me when I got there. I waited 20 minutes or so. It's better in the evenings. The waiting area is open air and it's not sheltered, so I reckon it will be quite warm in the day and worse if it's raining. Some child-sized minifigs outside. This is the typical signage we see at the old shop houses. It says Legao, which is Lego in Chinese. When you enter, there is a Peranakan wall feature. It's really pretty. It just got me thinking it would be awesome to have this kind of Lego theme for my house. Not just displays of completed Lego sets, but an actual feature wall or something made of Lego. There is a challenge here. You can win a prize if you can correctly or most accurately guess the number of bricks used for this feature wall. There are 4 rooms in total, so starting with the entryway, the first thing I saw was the recent Pikachu and Eevee releases with an MOC fire hydrant. I love that throughout the pop-up there was this mix of the official Lego sets and MOCs. They also scattered Lego merch throughout, and here we see the latest Lego X Crocs collection. The entryway displays. So there's a travel board here with the postcards. These are all official Lego sets. I really liked the whiteboard / memo board thing. I think it's a great idea to display photos and to hang keys. The calendar, I think it's an MOC, not sure. And we see some pineapples and mandarin oranges. These are generally considered auspicious, together with the Lego God of Fortune set, which, by the way, I have linked the speed build I did recently below. Walking into the living area, we see the displays here. Most of these look like official Lego sets, including some of the recent ones. I have the Pac-Man. The Pac-Man actually looks quite small here, maybe because the space is open. Anyway, I've linked the speed build that I recently did in the description below. And as we move to the other side, again, official Lego sets. The coffee machine is an MOC. I also liked the MOCs here. A lot of them have kind of cultural significance, I guess. The carnation milk, something you commonly see at the coffee shops. Tiffin carrier. Then the botanicals are just official ones. This one is iconic. Is every child in Singapore in the 70s and 80s will recognize it. It's our payphone. It's almost the equivalent of the red London phone box to us. I remember you used to put 10 cents in and you could make a phone call. Calendar, 9th August 1965 is our first National Day. Again, other botanical sets littered across the place. The living room, very cool. TV is an MOC. The coffee table display I really liked. It's a good idea, I think, to have a coffee table that has a glass display. Also, if you look on the left, it's some sort of park, I think. On the right is so typical of Singapore. It's one of our hawker centers. So on the extreme right, the row of shops that are selling food. Then the minifigures milling around, eating, buying their food. Even the rubbish bin at the corner. The tissue box, also Lego MOC. And really cute merch for sofa cushions. Dog food, water, also Lego. Even the bird and the bird cage up in the corner. You have a cat tower. And then the recent orange cat and your tuxedo cat, the recent Labrador, golden retriever, sorry, I keep thinking it's a Labrador. Living room display. This is, I think, the TV console display. Mostly official Lego sets, some recent. Nothing that really catches my eye. Everything, the TV is cool, like the TV art screen, that's cool. There's also a remote control holder at the corner that is an MOC. They've got a couple of Lucky Cats, I realized, throughout the place. Lucky Cat's beat build is also in the description below. Another Lucky Cat. The art wall, or the way they've displayed all the art, is interesting. It's actually good inspiration. One very obvious missing piece is the Milky Way. The Singer sewing machine, the retro sewing machine, I think one of the alt brick brands actually makes something like this. But this one is really detailed. I've bought I think it's from Fantasy. I've bought it anyway, so maybe we can do a comparison when it's here and I've actually done the build. Then we move into the children's playroom. This, I think, is the aquarium, the recent release, but they've kind of built it into the wall, which again is a really cool concept if you're thinking of house decor inspiration. Children's playroom, just a row of minifigs. I've said it before, I don't know much about minifigs, so don't know if anyone recognizes any of these. Not super meaningful to me, to be honest. Just a wall of base plates. I think they were clearing up for the night, so it was empty. Usually the kids would put things on them. Again, some familiar sets, some Technic. Is that My Little Pony? Stitch and Lilo, maybe? Disney Castle. There was actually Mario in the corner. I didn't manage to get it because the staff was in the way. Then the last room, again, not super meaningful to me, but really nice display. It would be really interesting for all the Star Wars fans. They have the lightsabers, of course, that huge set, which looks huge even on display here. I think it would be humongous if you put it in the house. And then lots of little, or something that doesn't quite belong, but they put it in the Star Wars room anyways. And Harry Potter sneaking in as well. So as you walk through the space, you can create your own postcard by collecting stamp colors, and this unveils a special graphic. It's just the shop house itself, basically. When you complete the postcard, you can create your own retro Lego boombox and Lego Peranakan mosaic tile at the pop-up retail zone. Again, this is limited stock, so it usually runs out really quickly. You have to be there before opening if you're actually trying to get that. At the retail pop-up store across the street, you can also get event-specific stamps if you have a Lego passport. The event runs till 5th of April, so you still have about a week or so to catch that if you're in town. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.